speaking out against Beyoncé and Jay-Z, and he claims that the power couple has destroyed and will literally destroy anyone who comes in their path.
I know so much on how you got where you are, how you stepped on many people.
There are a whole lot of allegations being made lately about Beyoncé and her alleged evil side, from claims that she steals ideas from small artists to rumors about Hollywood sacrifices and witchcraft. And now we're hearing from her former bodyguard, Uncle Ron, that Beyoncé and her husband Jay-Z have threatened, intimidated, bullied, and possibly unalived numerous people they perceived as competition.
You know, when you're early in your career, you feel that you have to listen. And when you buck, they buck harder. And they make threats, and those threats are huge ones.
Of course, the Beehive is now going after Uncle Ron, and they're accusing him of being a liar and a clout chaser. However, there are also a lot of fans who think there must be at least some truth to all these allegations that are stacking up against Beyoncé. So is the bodyguard telling the truth? Did Beyoncé really eliminate all of her competition? Let's investigate it.
Beyoncé, how you guys ended Carrie Hilson's career because she said something about you.
Beyoncé has been under a lot of scrutiny lately after her controversial concert in Dubai reignited years-old Illuminati allegations. Beyoncé is also getting backlash for being a money grabber because she agreed to perform in Dubai for $24 million despite the long history of human rights violations over there. To give you just a few examples, in the UAE, where Dubai is located, citizens don't have the right to change their government, and the country has numerous laws that discriminate against women, migrants, and LGBTQ+ individuals. Flogging and stoning are legal forms of punishment for adultery. Women can't marry without the permission of a male guardian, and being gay is illegal and punishable by death. So as you can imagine, the fact that Beyoncé, who always preaches about female empowerment and constantly borrows from queer culture, decided to make a live comeback in Dubai of all places rubbed a lot of people wrong.
The treatment of women in Dubai and right across the Gulf countries is out of the medieval era. On top of that, of course, Beyoncé has made a huge thing about, slavery in the United States, and quite rightly. But, in the Middle East and in Dubai, there is a form of modern slavery where migrant laborers are kept under appalling conditions in violation of International Labour Organization standards. Again, it just is completely contradictory to what she stands for. And I bet that hotel where she performed, it was built by migrant laborers under appalling conditions.
However, we're now hearing from Uncle Ron, the man who claims he's Beyoncé's former bodyguard, that Beyoncé performing in Dubai for a fat check is actually 100% on brand with her and Jay-Z, because they will literally do anything to stay on top. Uncle Ron recently exposed Beyoncé and Jay-Z for ruining the careers of many young artists, including Carrie Hilson. And it's very interesting that he decided to bring up Carrie, because a lot of people have completely forgotten about how horribly she was treated during her beef with Beyoncé. To give you some context, the beef started back in 2009 after someone leaked Carrie's alleged diss track about Beyoncé called Turning Me On. Although Carrie didn't mention Beyoncé by name, Beyoncé's fans were convinced that some of the lyrics were a direct reference to her, specifically the part where Carrie sings, "Your vision cloudy if you think that you the best. You can dance, she can sing, but need to move it to the left." The song also contains some lyrics seemingly shading Ciara. However, in an interview from 2009, Carrie denied she dissed either one of them.
It's a hot verse. I love the verse. Yes, I heard specific names being brought up. No, it's not about that. No, that was not where the energy was. I'm not retracting or feeling some kind of way about how people feel that I'm doing, that I did this. I'm not, I guess that's the only way I could say it. I'm not retracting. It's just that was never the energy behind it.
But then the feud was reignited in 2011 when Carrie refused a reporter's request at the Soul Train Music Awards to hold an issue of Juicy magazine with Beyoncé and Jay-Z on the cover.
Hold the magazine. Just shout out Juicy Mag.
And though Beyoncé herself never publicly responded to Carrie, she is rumored to have used her power and influence in the industry to blackball Carrie's career. Besides that, Beyoncé's fans started harassing Carrie both online and in real life, and the hate got so bad that 2 years after the Juicy magazine incident, Carrie had to beg the Beehive to leave her alone. "You have no idea what your hateful words could do to someone's spirit," Carrie tweeted. "Years of verbal abuse from strangers all day long, enough is enough." And although Carrie denied she dissed anyone, she seemingly hinted that but Beyonce did do something that caused her to react the way she did at the Soul Train Award. As far as whatever you're really mad about, I had my reasons, Carrie wrote on Twitter. It's been years, just chalk it up to your ignorance of my reality and let it go. But the attacks on Carrie didn't stop, and she later again took to Twitter to claim Beyonce's fans were literally throwing Beyonce CDs at her on the street. In the upcoming years, Carrie tried her best to distance herself from the drama. However, her career never fully recovered. But then, in 2020, Carrie admitted in an interview that she was forced to release the diss track about Beyonce, and she also opened up about serious threats she received at the height of the drama.
It's the price you pay, when you're early in your career, you feel that you have to listen. And when you buck, they buck harder and they make threats. And those threats are huge ones. And you know what I mean? You don't feel like you have a choice. I really didn't feel like I had a choice. It was do this or this.
And to this day, many fans believe the whole thing was an orchestrated ploy to destroy Carrie's career because she was a threat to Beyonce. Because Carrie is an undeniably talented singer. She's gorgeous and she actually writes her own songs. So it's pretty clear why Beyonce would see her as competition. But Carrie is not the only woman whose career was allegedly ended by Beyonce and Jay-Z. And some people even believe that Jay-Z was involved in the death of Aaliyah, another multi-talented artist whose come up ended in a tragedy shortly before Beyonce's solo career took off. And while Jay-Z's involvement in Aaliyah's death has never been proven, many fans are still convinced that both Jay and Beyonce have a lot of skeletons in their closet. And now someone who claims he knows all about these skeletons is speaking out against Beyonce and Jay-Z and exposing all the shady things they've done to other artists. A man who goes by the name of Uncle Ron and claims he used to work as Beyonce's bodyguard recently went on TikTok and made a series of explosive allegations against Beyonce and Jay-Z. Uncle Ron specifically mentioned Carrie Hilson, and he accused Beyonce and Jay-Z of destroying many artists over the years.
Beyonce and Jay-Z will do anything to destroy anyone who speaks out against them. Okay, I get the threats, but you have to remember one thing. I know your deepest secrets. I know so much about you and what you've done. I know so much on how you got where you are, how you stepped on many people. Beyonce, how you guys ended Carrie Hilson's career because she said something about you.
Uncle Ron also blasted Beyonce and Jay-Z's relationship and claimed they only stay together for the money and power.